I wonder if you could check my fillings. I'm very worried about them.
Okay, what are you worried about?
I'm a bit concerned about the mercury leaching out. You know, from the fillings. I was reading about them. How dangerous they are.
Many people worry about mercury fillings. Actually, there is no proof that mercury fillings are harmful. However, problems can occur underneath old fillings without being noticed.
What do you mean?
Well, decay can hide under fillings and cracks in teeth.
Oh, I didn't know that. Surely it would be better to have the fillings out then.
There are certainly disadvantages of leaving the fillings in. As I mentioned, decay can be hidden under the fillings. Also, mercury fillings are one of the factors of teeth cracking.
I see. I don't imagine there are any reasons to leave them in.
Well, there are some advantages of replacing the mercury fillings with tooth-colored fillings. Firstly, it's easier to see cracks in teeth which have been filled with tooth-colored fillings.
Sorry, I don't understand. It doesn't make sense at all.
It does seem strange, but with the tooth-colored fillings, you can see any problems starting more easily if there is any staining around the edges. Any staining means that the seal between the tooth and the filling is breaking down. That tells us straight away that something needs to be done.
I would have thought it would be easier to see problems with silver fillings.
No, silver fillings tarnish and corrode, so it's much more difficult to identify where there's a problem. The second advantage with replacing silver fillings is that teeth which are filled with tooth-colored fillers are stronger than amalgam-filled teeth.
Why is that?
It's because of the different way that the filling materials are used. Amalgam fillings are packed into the tooth without any adhesive. The newer tooth-colored fillings are glued in so that when you chew, the force is distributed evenly around the tooth.
Well, that has to be better. And what about the silver fillings? They're not safe, are they? I've read lots of articles which say they cause all sorts of health problems.
Actually, there's no proof that mercury fillings are harmful. Many people have mercury fillings for years and years without any adverse effects. As I said before, there's no proof that mercury leaches out of silver fillings. However, dental problems can occur under the fillings.
That's interesting. I really think I'd be happier to have all the fillings replaced by new ones. What are my options?
Okay, I'll explain your options now. We can replace the old fillings with composites, inlays, or onlays.
Oh, right. I didn't realize there were several choices. What are the differences between them?
I'll talk about composites first. They are tooth-colored fillings. I won't have to drill the tooth first, as the composite fills the space and sticks to the tooth. Composite fillings are used to repair the front and back teeth.
So like a silver filling, but you don't have to drill the tooth. Does it take a long time to put in the composites?
No, it can usually be done in one appointment and takes half an hour to an hour.
Sounds easy. What are the other options you talked about?
I'll talk about porcelain inlays now. If your filling is very large or you want to have a very strong, hard-wearing filling, then an inlay is usually recommended. Inlays are often used for back teeth because they are stronger and can withstand the increased pressure of chewing.
Okay, so still a filling, but for a larger area. How long do inlays take to do?
It's a bit more complicated than a composite filling. During the first appointment, I take an impression of the tooth, which I send to a dental technician who makes a model of the tooth. The filling is made of porcelain, which is very strong. You need to come back for a second appointment to have the inlay glued in.
Right, that makes sense. What about the last option?
The last option are onlays. They are similar to inlays in that the porcelain mixture is used, but the difference is that the onlays are used if one or more of the cusps of a tooth need to be filled.
Sorry, I don't understand what you mean by cusps.
The cusps are the pointed bits on the chewing teeth.
Okay, I see. Well, look, I've got 9 silver fillings which I want to have removed. Can I have them all replaced at once?
I understand your concerns about the silver fillings, but it's better to remove amalgams as they cause problems rather than all at once. That's because you have the most exposure to mercury when the fillings are removed and the fillings react with the air.
Oh, I didn't realize that. When do dentists usually decide to remove the fillings then?
Dentists usually consider removing amalgam fillings if people grind their teeth or if there are signs of decay. The best advice I can give you is to have regular checkups so that I can monitor the situation and advise you when the filling should be replaced.
Okay, thanks.